3.4 Day 1, we're using the quadratic formula. Previously, you solved equations by completing the square. In the exploration, you developed the formula that gives the solutions of any quadratic equation by completing the square once for the general equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The formula for the solutions is called the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, and that's all over 2a. So there's different ways to remember it. You can look up the song or look up the Squared Boy story. Just Google it, and if you need help in memorizing this formula. So we're going to find the solutions of x squared plus 3x equals 5 using the quadratic formula. So example 1, we're looking at two real solutions. We want to make sure that it is always in standard form. Or more so, you need to remember that you need to set it equal to 0 first. Really important, because if you don't, it's the signs that matter. If it's not, the signs aren't correct, you will not get the right answers. So let's set it equal to 0 first. So we have x squared plus 3x equals 5. And so we need to subtract 5 from both sides just to set it equal to 0. So x squared plus 3x minus 5 equals 0. Now we can identify a, b, and c. So those are all just the numbers, so no variables in here. So the coefficient of x squared is 1, and then b is 3, and c is negative 5. Then we plug it into the quadratic formula, which was right above here. So x equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 5 all over 2 times our a value, which is 1. Then you simplify. So we always do what's inside the square root first. So let's work with the stuff in here. So this is x equals negative 3 plus or minus 3 squared is 9. And then we take a look at negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, and then times negative 5. That becomes a positive 20. All over 2 times 1, which is 2. So x equals negative 3 plus or minus 9 plus 20 is 29 all over 2. And so this is the final answer. Now in big ideas, you will have to separate it out. So you would write or type negative 3 plus or minus negative 3 plus root 29 all over 2. And then negative 3 minus root 29 all over 2. Okay, so here's an example. Try this example out. Solve using the quadratic formula. It's already set equal to 0. We set it. We write it in standard form, and it is. So identify a, b, and c, and then plug it in. Remember that if you can simplify the square root, you must. And then see if you can get down to simplifying all the way. So I wanted to go ahead and start from this point here. It's not done yet. We need to finish it out. But you plug in a negative. So a is 1, b is negative 6, c is 4. Then you plug in negative 6 plus or minus negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times positive 4. Then the inside simplifies to 36 minus 16, which simplifies to square root of 20. Now I want to make sure you cannot divide 2 into this 20 right here. You're not allowed to break it apart like that. So 2 goes into 6, we see that. But just remembering what we do with square roots, we need to remember to simplify the square root of 20. So let's do that first. Square root of 20 is 4 times 5, or 2 times 2 times 5. Or that breaks down further to 2 root 5. So let's do that. X equals 6 plus or minus 2 root 5 over 2. Now, if you see something like this, you see the 2 here, the 6, and the 2. So if you have 3 numbers on the outside here, not in the square root, these we can reduce. So it must go into all 3 in order for it to reduce. So the number that goes into 2, 6, and 2 is 2. So 2 goes into 6 3 times. So x equals 2 goes into 6 3 times. And then 2 goes into 1 time. So we can just leave it out. And then square root of 5. Okay, so that's the final answer. Now again, you have to separate it out. So x equals 3 plus 5, x equals 3 minus 5, and notice we have 2 solutions. Let's do the example here, solving an equation with one real solution. So first we need to set it equal to 0. So let's subtract 12x from both sides. So that's 25x squared minus 80x minus 12x is negative 20x equals negative 4. Then let's add 4 to both sides. So 25x squared minus 20x plus 4 equals 0. So A is 25, B is negative 20, and C is positive 4. So x equals negative 20 plus or minus the square root of negative 20 squared minus 4 times 25 times 4 all over 2 times 25. So x equals negative 20 becomes a positive 20 plus or minus. 20 squared is really just 2 times 2 and then 2 more zeros. 2 times 2 is 400. And then negative 4 times 25 is negative 100 times 4 is negative 400. So 2 times 25 is 50. So notice right in here, these numbers, they go away. Now, what is inside the square root is what's called a discriminant. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But just notice when the numbers in here in the square root are discriminant, it becomes 0. So x equals 20 plus or minus 0 all over 50. So notice this plus or minus belongs to the 0. We're adding and subtracting 0, which is nothing. So therefore, this is just 20 over 50, or reduced one more time. We notice that x equals 2 over 5. We get one real solution. So when the number inside of the square root or our discriminant is 0, we only have one real solution. And so that tells us that we have an x-intercept, one x-intercept, at 2/5. That's what this means. So let's try this example here together, solving an equation with imaginary solutions. So there's two ways you could do it. It depends on what you want to move. Now, I personally like moving, making my x squared positive, so I'm going to add everything on the left to the right. So I'm going to add x squared, and then I'm going to add 4x. So this becomes 0 equals x squared plus 4x plus 13. So A is 1, B is 4, C is 13. So we plug it in. X equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 13 all over 2 times 1. X equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16. And then negative 4 times 13, that is negative 52. All over 2 times 1, which is 2. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus 16 minus 52, that is negative 36 all over 2. So then we need to simplify this square root here, what's inside of the square root first. And so remember that negative 36, that's negative 1 times 6 times 6. So that simplifies to 6i. So that's going to replace what's in here. So now this is x equals negative 4 plus or minus 6i all over 2. Then we can reduce because 2 goes into 4 and 2 also goes into 6. So x equals negative 2 plus or minus 3i. And there's our final answer. So go and try these last two examples here. Pause the video and try it out. So here are the answers. For number 2, you should have gotten x equals negative 7 plus or minus square root of 17 over 4. For number 3, depending on how you set it equal to 0. Now for the first one, I moved the x and the 8 over, so I left the 5x squared as positive. So it's 5x squared minus x minus 8 equals 0. Then when I plugged it in, I got 1 plus or minus square root of 161 over 10. Now you may have done it the other way, where you moved the 5x squared to the right, so you subtracted 5x squared from both sides. So I did that example as well. So then when I plug it in, I get negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times negative 5 times 8, and that's all over negative 10. So then the answer you would have gotten from this is negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 161 over negative 10. Now, they do kind of look different, but remember, positive over positive is positive. And in this case, if you did negative over a negative, that is also positive. So it's the same exact answer. They are the same. Okay, so I hope this helps.